Yo, what's up? I'm Venos and today I'm gonna be showing and explaining my controller settings and grips for Dante, Virgil and Nero for DMC3, 4 and 5. I recommend you to watch the full video because I explain in depth the advantages of my settings. In DMC3, 4 and 5, for Dante and Virgil, weapon switching is in L1 and R1. The advantage is the fact that shoulder buttons give better feedback with precise or fast timings. The devil arms and guns are inverted for Dante, but that's because of my taste only. Weapons on these buttons are really useful for characters like Virgil in DMC4 and 5, that require speed and precision, or DMC5 Dante that has a bunch of weapons that you need to switch quickly and precisely for some plays. In DMC3, 4 and 5, for Dante, Virgil and Nero, melee attack is on square, because just by sliding my finger from max to square, I'm able to easily jump cancel even the hardest moves for the default settings. Fun fact, my objective was to jump cancel until the enemy reached the ground in DMC5 and I tried it for almost 2 minutes, but the enemy kept the same height. And this is also useful for Virgil because of how precise some jump cancels need to be performed, like the 2 stinger variations from 4 and 5. And for Nero, it's useful mainly in DMC4 because the gravity that doesn't give you much time to jump cancel. Shoot is on L2 with all characters in DMC3, 4 and 5. For DMC3, it's useful for shooting with a shotgun at an enemy laying down and sliding my finger from jump to style while in trickster to follow the enemy. Because of the fact that shoot and jump are in different fingers, I can jump cancel shots without problems. In DMC4, jumping and quickly shooting is needed sometimes. For example, for shooting with shotgun, jump cancelling and shooting with Pandora. Or redirecting inertia as Dante, jump cancelling charged shot, or cancelling with double trigger as Nero. For Virgil, it's very useful in all games, because it's possible to hold the shoot button and perform hard combos without problems. It's also useful for characters like Lady and Trish, and I can talk more about it if you want the second part of this video. In DMC3, 4 and 5, for Dante, double trigger is on triangle, the same for DMC5 Nero. For Virgil in 3, 4 and 5, and Nero in DMC4, it's on circle. Since jump cancelling attacks from double breakers it's very useful in DMC5, my double breakers will be on circle. In DMC3, while playing as Dante, I use claw grip when playing with the style switcher mod. The same goes for DMC4 and 5. In 5, I use claw grip as Nero and Virgil too, because our taunts are very useful. If you don't know, claw grip consists of placing your index finger on the D-pad. If you guys want, I can make a video talking more about it and how to play DMC in this way. For Virgil in 3, 4 and 5, trick is on triangle. This makes it a bit easier to trick up and quickly attack in DMC3. For DMC4 and DMC5 versions of Virgil, having trick next to melee attack is especially useful, for techniques like the sequential judgment cut in 4 or in 5 with tricks in between. It's also useful for cancelling trick up with some attacks in different heights and adjusting as you want. For both DMC4 and 5 as Nero, my exceed is on L1 because, as I said, shoulder buttons are better than triggers with timings. Double bringer is on R1, so I'm able to hold the enemy or use bringer knuckle without any difficulty. Now talking about DMC5 only and the differences from the other games. Dante has the same settings from the other games. For the other characters, I'll change my settings later. And these new settings will be, for Nero, as you know, double breakers will be in circle. For Virgil, I try to think in the best settings for double trigger and doppelganger, and I think I get a good result. Remember claw grip? With this layout, it's possible to charge double trigger without problems. Since it's on D-pad, everything is optimal for holding, summon swords and DT, and it will not affect my performance with jump cancels or techniques that involve trick, which require precision and sometimes speed.
And if you didn't notice, lock on in every game is on R2.
I hope you liked this video. Subscribe to see more content about DMC.